And if you're not a huge garlic fan, little bit of a kick, kick. Hi, welcome back to our channel. I have been playing around during the winter. Summer for some reason always is easier for me for appetizers. You know, it's easy. You can put out a cheese board and there's fruit and all this fun stuff. But during the winter, I'm always kind of wanting warm appetizers to serve when we have guests over, or sometimes just if it's just us and we want game night and just to munch on appetizers. So I've been playing around with this dish and I think we have finally nailed it. So it is a leek, cream cheese, goat cheese kind of creation, and it's just hot and good, and we serve it on crostinis, and I'm going to show you how we do it. So in my pan I have 4 ounces of butter. This is salted butter. You can use unsalted butter, it doesn't matter, whatever you have. So I've got my pan on, and the nice thing about this too is you cook everything in here and you bake everything in here and you serve everything from here. So it's like, aside from prepping it, it's really, really easy. So we're going to just let this melt. And while that is melting, I'm going to show you in here, I have sliced shallot, sliced leek that I've already washed and got all clean, and sliced fennel. And we're going to just kind of saute this all up. Okay, the butter is melted, so now I'm just going to toss in all of the leek, fennel, and shallot. And we're just going to get this all tossed, and we're going to let this cook down for probably about 5 minutes or so. And to this, we're going to add a little salt and pepper. So we'll do a little salt. Some fresh pepper. And we'll just give this a mix until it all becomes all wilted. All right, the leeks and fennel and shallot is all cooked down. So we're going to crush a little fresh garlic in here. And when I say little, I mean a lot, because, you know, garlic is our jam. That is so how we do it. All right, so I think I'm going to just let's do 4 cloves. I would say probably a couple tablespoons, maybe tablespoon to 2, but whatever you and your family like, really. Okay, and if you're not a huge garlic fan, leave it out. All right, give this a little toss. And then I think to this, we're going to add just a little touch of chili flake, just to give it a little bit of a kick. You don't kick. You don't want it to it was a combination between heat and kick. You don't want it hot, but just to have a little bit of spice to it. Stop laughing at me. All right. Some days I just cannot talk. All right. Give that a mix. Okay, and now we're going to add a little Marsala. And if you've never cooked with Marsala, this is your friend. Sauteed mushrooms, beef dishes. It is such a good kitchen cooking line. Mix that out. I probably added maybe a half a cup or so, but we'll link the recipe for this, because you are definitely going to want to make it. Okay, and to this we're going to add in 8 ounces of cream cheese and 8 ounces of goat cheese, and I have left these out so that they're soft, so they'll melt sooner. You don't have to, it just makes the process a little quicker. We're going to just get this all mixed in here. I'm going to just turn the heat down because we don't want it to boil. We just want to melt the cheese in here. All right, this is all mixed in together. And so now, if there's a few little pieces that haven't got all melted in there, it's not a big deal because it's going in the oven. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a tissue. Because we're going to cook it in here, I'm just going to kind of wipe some of the ends just so it's not, when it comes out of the oven, this doesn't have a ton of baked flavor. This is very unglamorous, but since we're just using one dish, it's not going to be perfect, but you get it. If you're serving it for company and everything and you want it perfect, just take a nice wet rag and go around your edges. Okay, so to this, all we have left is to top it with some freshly grated Parmesan cheese. And we're going to do a nice big layer over the top. Don't be shy.
Our dog's not.
All right, I think that looks good. I'm going to grab my mitts and get this in the oven. Okay, it's ready to go in. I have my oven set on 350, and we're just going to kind of watch it, but I assume it'll probably take about 15 to 20 minutes. Now, while those are cooking, we're going to come over here. And I have my crostinis because this is what we're going to serve it on. My husband, I've said this before, makes delicious sourdough bread. So I have in this little bowl some softened butter. To that, I'm going to add some olive oil. So let me grab that. Put that in there. I'm going to add just a pinch of salt and pepper. And I'm just trying to find my brush. Little pastry brush. Get this all mixed together. And then in a very non-pleasing way, however you want to do it, you just put a little on each piece. And since we have the oven already on, we're going to throw this on the bottom rack and let it cook so everything is ready together. So let's get these in. All right, and we'll see you back when those come out. All right, so dip is ready. Crostinis are ready. We're going to give it a try. I like to serve this like this because you want to serve it when it's in the hot dish. In this dish, because it is cast iron, it will stay warm for quite some time. And then just to clarify, you can see that I didn't do a great job wiping around here. So if you are going to serve it at a fancy party or something when you're hosting, you just want to clean that up a little bit better. Although it looks kind of rustic too. So let's give this a try. Still see all the steam coming off. And you want all that crusty Parmesan cheese on the top. I'm afraid I'm going to burn my mouth, but let's give it a try.
Yeah, let's give it a little look.
Yeah. People are not going to know how you did this. It's that good. Try it for your next party. Enjoy.